Welcome back everybody to another episode of King Kruk Gaming. We are now on day 2 for CWL highlights of the Blue Valks family. Starting us off today is Blue Valks Hawk. And he'll be taking down this base with a drag bat attack, and in typical Hawk fashion, he's using the salmon technique, always going against the current. Using 2 E-drags, he's done a good job of funneling the base at 9 o'clock. He's popped the Warden's ability, protecting all of his troops and the blimp, making its way to the town hall. Out of the enemy CC, a couple of headhunters are making their way towards his Warden. Hawk played it dangerously and brought along loons and a drag in his blimp.
Don't you know your drags and loons could have gone for the expos and you would have got a 1-star.
But Hawk doesn't care. He knew he would be featured in this replay because he'd get the 3-star. And this attack is happening so fast, I'm having a hard time keeping up narrating.
Unlike those Wava Yaga attacks, those things last forever.
And the bats come in from 3 o'clock. This attack was pretty efficient. He might have been able to triple using only the dragons and swagging all of the bats. And after the scatter goes down and Hawk swags his freeze, we know this is a triple. Up next is Merciful Warrior, and he'll use E-drags to take down this close to max base. Mercy wanted to get the most out of this attack, so he boosted his troops, pets, and heroes. He's taking out the mortar at 7 o'clock, sneaky goblins at 1 o'clock.
What kind of funnel is he making?
And now he's picking off the mortar at 2. This is one of the most disconnected funnels I've ever seen. I hope it makes sense in the end. Now there's a baby dragon and a pair of loons at 5, and he's dropped his king.
None of this makes sense.
It looks like his king's gonna go into the compartment that will eventually lead to the scatter. He drops an ice golem at 6, and his queen is right behind. Let's see how much of the defenses his heroes can take down. Now his crazy funneling is making sense. In order to take down the enemy king and the defenses, he had to pop his king's ability. Finally, after an hour of anticipation, he drops his loons and E-drags.
Yeah, the warden's there too.
And he pops the warden's ability, protecting all of the troops. With his heroes, he was able to take down the entire compartment while still having the queen's ability intact. Mercy is forcing his way into the base as he's facing resistance from not only one sweeper, but 2 of them. And there goes the delayed blimp. He had to use multiple free spells over the scatter and the sweeper. It was a costly investment, but a good one. And his blimp makes it to the town hall. He drops a rage, the loons and the dragon take it down. He still has a rage spell and an invisibility spell left in the bag, which he will have to use wisely, and I guess it's now, as he still has quite a few defenses left to take down. But boy, is that E-drag chain attack really clearing out these defenses. Mercy held on to his royal champion for the back end, which was a wise decision, and it is not too early to start celebrating because this is a triple by Merciful Warrior. Up next, we have King Parmesan. He'll be taking down this base with the Queen Charge Lalo. And right away, he starts his Queen at 5:30. Instantly, he runs into a Tesla farm. He can't delay the healers, so he drops all of them as his Queen is taking too much damage. He's clearing out the defenses. I'm not sure he'll need a rage spell. However, he'll be in range of the Warden's attack soon. And he drops the rage to get his Queen through these defenses. And it looks like King Peppermint will be able to make his Queen walk to the left and eventually go into the compartment to take down the town hall. He's been able to keep his queen nice and healthy and only using 1 rage spell. He has 3 more left in the bag. He's also brought along 4 super wall breakers, which means he'll want to get his queen deep into the base. A pair of sneaky goblins are taking down the gold storage at 10 o'clock. He's setting up some kind of funnel, and the first super wall breaker has opened up the wall and given his queen access to the town hall. It is just a matter of taking down trash buildings and defenses before he gets to it. King Persimmon is also working on taking down trash buildings. The queen is fighting an expo, and the sweeper is pushing his healers away, hopefully from the danger of the town hall's raise. And it does not. He uses a freeze and he'll take down the town hall. After the poison wears off from the town hall, King Purple can send in more super wall breakers to give his queen more access to the base. His king is clearing out trash buildings at 8:30 with a good distance between him and his healers so he doesn't pull them away from the queen. The queen is taking care of the enemy CC, and the eagle has been triggered. It's now or or never, but King Prom Date needs to start his Lalo soon. He did a nice job of clearing out those trash buildings so that his king can go into the compartment, fight off the enemy royal champion, take down a few defenses, the air defense, the multi, the expo, and maybe even the eagle. He's now dropped his royal champion to join his king in taking down these defenses. He'll get a lot of good value from this. King Pumpernickel has had a very successful queen charge, and he's managed to keep her ability, which can be useful at any point in the raid. And he started his Lalo portion of the attack from the top corner of the base. There are still many important defenses up, but King Prometheus still has his queen's ability, the royal champion's ability, and he will soon pop the warden's ability. The stone slammer is also helping to tank for the loons. The queen's about to take down the first scatter. This attack looks like it's gonna be a 3-star, but we have yet to see how that unfolds. King Promotion did everything right. He had a strong queen charge. He properly timed the deployment of his heroes and the Lalo, as well as good use of spells and spell placement. And this will be a triple by King Permethrin. Up next is Benno using a hybrid army.
Not another hybrid army.
Right away, he deploys Cocoloons, his queen, and the healers at 10 o'clock. It looks like he wants his queen to go left, as he's dropped 2 loons to take down the cannon and a baby dragon on the barracks. Change of plans. Benno wants to go into the compartment to take down the town hall early in his attack, and he'll have to rage his queen soon. She's being targeted by 2 expos, and the sweeper is pushing her healers away. He's getting a lot of value from his baby dragon as it's cleared out a lot of trash buildings on the top of the base. His queen is finally attacking the town hall. Benno decides to use an invisibility spell to protect the queen and company. The queen pushes forward, and I think he wants to take care of the clan castle before dropping his hybrid army. He poisons the super minion and freezes the headhunters right before he's forced to use the queen's ability. Benno almost had it, not quite, but he almost had the Hoonham massacre attack. The queen's about to come under a lot of damage, so Benno should drop his hybrid army sooner rather than later. He's dropped the king and the siege barracks at 1 o'clock, and Benno is starting the hybrid army. His queen is distracting the scatter while the hybrid army sneaks in and takes it down. He pops the warden's ability as the troops are reaching the bomb tower. Meanwhile, his king and the siege barrack troops are clearing out defenses and trash buildings outside of the base to make sure the hybrid army stays in the core. He's getting very good value from his queen as she moves along taking down defenses. His hybrid army is coming under a lot of damage, and he has no other option but to use his second heal spell. And out of the siege barracks come 9 hog riders to join the rest of the army in taking down this base. We have troops on both of the multis, and they'll go down. His queen finally bites the dust. Luckily, her healers move on to target the hybrid army. He still has his royal champion's ability, and all we had to be concerned with was the compartment at 6 o'clock. And after a lot of kicking, punching, and screaming, Benno gets the 3-star. Last on our list is the Seminole with the queen charge Lalo. He starts his attack by taking down the mortar, and soon after places the raged E-drag. And just like that, he funneled many buildings, getting great value. Setting up the funnel by taking down another mortar with his baby dragon. He drops his queen with the super wall breaker to get his queen into the compartment, a Cocoloon to find any Sam, and his queen steps up to fight the enemy king. He doesn't need to use a headhunter, but it would make this process faster. After taking down the king, his queen will step up to the enemy queen. With the time delayed of taking down the enemy heroes, unfortunately, he will lose his unicorn. He sends in another super wall breaker, and the queen is stepping up to the multi, which is awesome because that compartment has the other 2 multis. He's carved up a good amount of the base, and he needs to figure out where he's gonna Lalo from. The queen's under rage as she's stepping up to take on several defenses. He uses a freeze as she's taking too much damage, and the eagle has been triggered. The queen takes down the second multi, and he used sneaky goblins to take down trash buildings right outside the town hall. The queen is now focused on the gold mines outside while he dropped his king at 12:30. Once he's done with the trash buildings, he'll have nowhere else to go but into the compartment where the town hall is. However, his king is taking a lot of damage as the eagle has targeted him. He pops the king's ability, freezes the town hall, and this should be enough to take it down. He starts his Lalo from 7 11 o'clock. Slowly but surely, his loons are flying into the base to smash everything in its path. The queen is now fighting the enemy CC, and she's forced to use her ability as the enemy headhunters were overwhelming her, and it looks like he popped an early warden's ability since the troops nor the warden were in any perceivable danger. He sends the blimp towards the eagle, and out of it comes some yeets, and under rage they'll take it down. He's also forced to freeze the multi, and hopefully his pack of loons can take it down. However, his loons are pretty beaten up and they won't survive for much longer, so it looks like the rest of the base will need to be taken care of by his heroes, especially the royal champion. Once he takes care of the scatter, it's smooth sailings. He dropped his minions early for some early cleanup, and this base is shattered. Awesome clashing, and I will see you freeze in the next one.